Let's make maple cake. It's the perfect dessert for fall. It's got a buttercream on top with walnuts, and it uses maple syrup, which is a classic fall ingredient. This comes together pretty easily. Let me show you how to do it.
Life can be a struggle, but a good meal doesn't have to be. We can make creative, nutritious, and inventive dishes that won't break the bank. We'll eat well and save money, because that's what we do. Welcome to Struggle Meals.
We're gonna start with our dry ingredients. So we've got some all-purpose flour here. All right, we've got a little bit of baking soda here, and we also have baking powder. That was a lot of cool sounds, right? We're gonna get some really nice warming spices in here. The first one is cinnamon. We got some nutmeg here. Very festive. A little bit of salt. We're gonna take a struggle whisk 7500 and bring our dry ingredients together. Dry ingredients are looking great. We got another bowl here. Gee, it's really great that I took the butter out of the fridge. Now it's nice and soft. That'll be so convenient as I try to cream it with the sugar. So I've got my sugar right here. I'm gonna put it with the butter, and I'm gonna take a wooden spoon and try to bring these together as best I can into a buttercream. I'm using the Struggle Stand Mixer 4000 Human Edition. Ooh, this is coming together really nicely. Look at that. It looks fantastic. Now we can add our other ingredients. Full-fat Greek yogurt gives us some nice body, a little bit of tang. We're gonna add in 3 eggs also. We've got to bring this together with a real whisk. So we'll break these yolks and we'll really try to incorporate this. If you have a stand mixer, this is the ideal time to use it. I'm gonna mix some maple syrup with milk. We're making maple cake. That means there's maple syrup in the cake. This is such an awesome fall flavor. And it's like science. If you put the maple syrup and the milk into the eggs and the butter won't be able to hold it. Everything will separate and it'll be very curdly. So now I'll combine some of the dry ingredients with some of our kind of wet ingredients. I'd say about a third or so. Here, now we can start adding a little bit of our milk and maple mixture and not worry about the butter fats curdling. I'm alternating the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients, making sure that I incorporate each all the way before switching to the next. That looks good. We got a nice dish here. It's got some parchment paper coming up the side so we can pull the cake out. All right, we'll spread this out, get it to the corners nice. We're gonna put this in a 350-degree oven, and you'll know it's done when you stick a toothpick in the middle and it comes out completely clean. The cake is out of the oven, and so while it cools, I'm gonna work on the frosting. We've got room temperature butter, and we're gonna whip the butter together, coming in with some brown sugar. Work that in. This is another opportunity to use an electric mixer if you've got one. Coming in with powdered sugar, quite a bit of it. Here we've got cream. And to keep the maple theme going, we're gonna hit it with a little bit of maple syrup as well. A classic fall flavor that's gonna pair perfectly with the spices in our cake. A little bit of salt coming in. We've got an icing. Really nice, holding its shape. Our cake is fully cooled, and now we can pull it out and ice it. Beautiful. You just kind of work it to the edges and then do these sort of swirls like this. Our icing is looking really good. Let's hit it with a little bit of cinnamon. And now we've got some chopped walnuts so that you can have some texture on there. This screams fall. We've got all these different shades of golden hue. The aromas are fantastic and spiced. Let's dig in. Ooh. This looks fantastic. It's $1.04 a serving. All right. Really delicious cake. I'm loving the maple cinnamon with that hint of nutmeg. And then you got these walnuts on top, which give a nice little textural crunch to the perfectly hand-whipped frosting. Make this dessert, and you'll be cozy all season long.